He was a familiar face by the Queen's side, following in her footsteps for over 70 years. Ever since their marriage in 1947, Prince Philip accompanied his wife on tens of thousands of royal engagements. Born on the island of Corfu in 1921 as Prince Philip of Greece and Denmark, he had a turbulent upbringing and from age 10 was largely separated from his parents.
He had a very peripatetic childhood and moved around a lot. And I think that gave him an inner strength which stood him in good stead for the rest of his life. But he didn't see a lot of his parents in his childhood and was brought up by a variety of relatives. And I think that really moulded him and made him very self-dependent and independent.
After serving in World War II, he gave up a much-loved career in the Royal Navy to marry Elizabeth, who, like him, was a great-great-grandchild of Queen Victoria. When Elizabeth came to the throne in 1952, she initially looked to him for advice, but as she found her feet, his role evolved.
Philip had to become less of a formal advisor, more, I think, of a family advisor, someone who would run the family and to take control of issues such as the education of their children, etc., which would enable the Queen to have more time.
He said in a rare interview that he carved out his royal role by trial and error. Conducting more than 22,000 solo engagements over the years, he gained a reputation for outspoken gaffes, a trait which would get him into trouble.
They were called gaffes, but I think most of them he was just trying to put people at their ease and break the ice, and sometimes people are very nervous when they meet members of the royal family. So he tried to make people laugh, and sometimes it came off and sometimes some people were insulted by what he said, but most of the time I don't think he meant to offend anyone.
From 2011 onwards, Prince Philip was admitted to hospital with various ailments and at the age of 96 stepped down from his public role. The Prince was many things: charismatic and cantankerous, amusing and offensive, a patron to numerous charities. But his first duty was always to his Queen, and the absence of Prince Philip from her side will be felt deeply.